Today I want to share with you how I make my decisions and what helps me to make the right decision. Hi my darlings, I'm so happy that you are watching my video. Thank you so much. And welcome to Be Strong and Love Yourself, a channel for very strong people. I'm Dasha Bisali and I created this channel to share the information that helps me to be happier. And today I want to share with you some idea that helps me to make decisions. It's very personal and I cannot guarantee that it will work for you. But as it works for me really well, I feel like I must share it. So sometimes, you get discomfort and you feel uncomfortable and you feel probably pain and you might suffer. And when we feel this discomfort, we really want to do something about it. And rarely we would be just sitting and thinking like, whatever, I feel pain, that's fine. And it's absolutely normal to have some reaction when you feel pain. For example, when we experience physical pain, let's say I have a toothache, I hope I will not, I will go to a dentist. Or if I have problems with my throat, I will go to a doctor. But when we experience emotional pain, sometimes we don't know what to do. And we start to have some fears. And these fears, they generate wrong actions that create even more problems and even more fears. So in order to stop this cycle of wrong actions, sometimes it's nice just to understand what can help you to make the right decision. And in my case, I usually kind of divide actions into categories. One category is, it feels right, I know exactly what to do, and I think it's a good idea. And another category is, I feel pain, I don't really know what to do, and whatever I know, I'm not sure that it's a good idea. So when I have something like not sure state, I try to switch my focus to something else, to some other areas of my life, until I will generate the right answer. And when I say I'm not sure about something, it doesn't mean that you always need to know what will happen. Nobody knows. But it more means that somewhere deep inside, I feel like this is something that I shouldn't do. And when I feel this obstacle within myself, I want to give it more time to think about the problem. On the other hand, even if the action is kind of difficult, even if I have to do something that requires a lot of efforts, but I feel that I don't have any obstacles between me and my inner self, kind of, if it feels right, then I just do it. And even if it's something very difficult. And usually in my life, if I think about my life and things that I've done in the past, if I do maybe difficult thing, that the thing that I felt was in line with the way I think and in line with something good based on my values and my analytical thinking, when I was doing this type of things, I always had good result. When I had tried to do something that I was not sure about, I was like, it feels kind of that it's not the right thing to do, but I would still do it. Usually I had not really good results. And that's why it is important to know yourself and to listen to your own inner voice. And it's probably some analytical thinking within your prefrontal cortex. I don't know how exactly brain works, but I'm also a spiritual person. I pray at night and I ask God to guide me. So I believe that when it feels right, it means that God guides you. But we are all different. But I think that we all have some type of sense of what is right and what is wrong. And example is that when I decided that I need to look for a new job, I wasn't thinking like, oh, is it the right thing to do or wrong thing to do? I didn't have any doubts. I just was 100% sure that it was the right thing to do. And everything happened so fast, and I didn't really have to look for it for too long. And the process, usually of hiring takes time, a lot of interviews, business case that you need to solve, things like that. But it happened pretty fast, and I think it happened so fast because it was the right moment for me to do this. And sometimes it's not the right moment, and you can feel it, and you kind of know right now I shouldn't do that. I have a friend, she always recommends me to use dating app, and she told me about it, let's say months ago, and I was thinking, no, I don't want to do it. I don't feel like doing it, even though she has shown me this app, and I thought it was pretty cool, better than the one that I used by myself in the past. And I thought it was a good idea. So sometimes somebody even can give you good advice, and you can think, okay, this really might work, but I'm not ready yet. Something would tell you somewhere deep inside, you would be like, no, I'm not ready yet. But then life will send you some trigger. It will do something and will show you, no, you need to do this. Try to listen to yourself and pay attention to how you feel and what happens in your life. And try to understand, are you ready to perceive some goals, or you're not ready to these goals? And if you are not, it doesn't mean that you should just sit and do nothing. You can just switch your focus to other areas of your life. For example, sometimes, you are not ready for relationships, but you can work on your career. Or vice versa. You are not ready to change your careers. Let's say you want to, but you are not ready. You can focus on your relationships, and then you get stronger, you have more knowledge, and then you can change something in your career, in your job. And only you would know that. But now I will sum up these ideas because it was messy. I apologize for that. But the idea number one is, if you feel like you need to do something, and usually you feel it after you experience pain, be thankful for this pain and take this action that you know for sure that is the right thing to do. If you don't feel like it's the right thing to do, even though kind of logically you understand, yeah, it's a good idea, but I don't feel like doing it, then maybe it's not the right moment. You don't have to act. And the idea number three is that don't be lazy. If you don't act and don't solve the problem that you don't know how to solve, really focus on things that you know how to do, and stay active, and keep growing, keep working on your self-development, and keep improving your life in other areas, because then they will lift you and help you with the area where you have some problems. I hope I was not very confusing, and I'm very thankful that you watched this video. I really love when you leave your comments, and please take care of yourself. It's very important, and very important to remember that you know exactly what you need to do. Sometimes we don't do the right thing because we're scared, or we do the wrong thing because we're scared, but deep inside we know everything. Trust yourself and pay attention to your own feelings, emotions, and everything will be fine, I promise. Be strong and love yourself. Love wins, always. I wanted to add at the end something that I forgot to mention, that I still make mistakes, and I make mistakes every day. It's okay, but I know for sure that I make less mistakes than I used to in the past, and it's a progress, and this is what is important.